Heroes of the Cosmos, Part 2. A Journey Through the Stars. With the defeat of General Vrax, Aria and Orion set their sights on the remnants of the Cosmos Federation. The victory at Lumina Prime was just the beginning. Pockets of Federation supporters still lingered across the cosmos, clinging to their oppressive ideologies. Aria knew that to ensure lasting peace, they had to be eradicated. Orion, where to next? Aria asked as they prepared their ship, the Starlight Voyager, for departure. The sleek vessel shimmered under the light of Lumina Prime's twin moons, ready to traverse the vastness of space. Orion activated the ship's navigation system, displaying a holographic map of the cosmos. Our first target is Zyphoria, a planet known for harboring Federation loyalists. Reports indicate they're planning a resurgence. Aria nodded, determination etched on her face. Let's make sure they know that their time is over. The assault on Zyphoria. As they approached Zyphoria, the planet's surface was a patchwork of lush forests and sprawling cities, but the air was thick with tension. Federation flags still waved defiantly in some areas, a stark reminder of the past. Prepare for landing, Aria commanded, her heart racing with anticipation. We need to move quickly before they can mobilize. Once on the ground, they donned their combat gear. Aria tightened her energy blade to her side, feeling the familiar weight of it. Let's split up. I'll head to the central command center. You take out their communication towers. We can't let them call for reinforcements. Understood, Orion replied, his voice steady. Stay safe, Aria. Infiltrating the command center, Aria moved swiftly through the shadows, her senses heightened. The command center loomed ahead, guarded by a handful of soldiers. She could hear their chatter, filled with bravado and misplaced confidence. Did you hear? The Federation will rise again. We just need to hold out a little longer, one soldier boasted. Aria smirked, her heart pounding with excitement. Not if I have anything to say about it. With a battle cry, she charged forward, her energy blade igniting in a brilliant blue light. The soldiers barely had time to react as she cut through them with precision. Her movements a dance of fury and grace. Who's next? She taunted, her voice echoing in the command center. Orion's mission. Meanwhile, Orion was busy dismantling the communication towers. His robotic hands worked quickly, disabling the systems that would allow the Federation to call for help. As he finished, he received a transmission from Aria. Orion, I've taken out the guards. I'm heading inside the command center now. What's your status? I've disabled their communications. They're cut off from reinforcements, he replied, a hint of pride in his voice. You should be clear to proceed. Great work. I'll meet you inside, Aria said, her heart racing as she pushed through the doors of the command center. The final confrontation. Inside, the atmosphere was tense. Aria found herself face to face with the commander of Zyphoria, a grizzled veteran who had fought for the Federation for decades. He stood defiantly, flanked by a few remaining loyalists. You think you can just waltz in here and take us down? He sneered, his voice dripping with contempt. The Federation will never die. Aria stepped forward, her energy blade glowing fiercely. You're mistaken. Your time is over. Surrender now, and I might let you live. The commander laughed, a harsh sound that echoed in the chamber. I'd rather die fighting than live under your tyranny. With that, he lunged at her, weapon drawn. Aria met his charge head-on, their blades clashing in a shower of sparks. The fight was intense, each strike fueled by years of oppression and the desire for freedom. You're strong, but you're fighting for a lost cause, Aria shouted, pushing him back with a powerful swing. You'll never understand, he roared, countering with a fierce blow. The turning point. As the battle raged on, Aria felt the weight of her mission. She was not just fighting for herself, but for all those who had suffered under the Federation's rule. With a surge of determination, she focused her energy, channeling it into one final strike. Enough, she declared, her voice ringing with authority. This ends now. With swift motion, she disarmed the commander and delivered a decisive blow, sending him crashing to the ground. The remaining loyalists, witnessing their leader's defeat, dropped their weapons in surrender, fear etched on their faces. Arya stood over the fallen commander, her energy blade humming with power, ready to deliver the final blow if necessary. "Your fight is over," she said, her voice steady but firm. "You can either choose to continue this path of destruction or join us in building a new future for Zyphoria." The commander, gasping for breath, looked up at her, his defiance wavering. "You think you can change us? We are loyal to the Federation. We will never bow to you." Arya took a step back, lowering her blade slightly. "You have a choice. You can continue to fight a losing battle, or you can help us rebuild. The Federation is gone, and clinging to its ideals will only bring more suffering." For a moment, silence hung in the air, the tension palpable. The loyalists exchanged uncertain glances, their resolve crumbling in the face of Arya's conviction. The commander, realizing he was alone in his defiance, finally spoke, his voice trembling. "What do you want from us?" "I want you to help us heal this planet," Arya replied, her tone softening. "Help us unite the people of Zyphoria. We can create a better future together, but it starts with letting go of the past. A new alliance." The commander hesitated, the weight of his choices pressing down on him. Finally he nodded, albeit reluctantly. "If it means saving my people, I will consider it." Arya extended her hand, a gesture of peace. "Then let's work together. We can show the cosmos that unity is stronger than division." As the commander took her hand, a murmur of surprise rippled through the remaining loyalists. They had witnessed the fall of their leader, but now they were witnessing something unexpected. A chance for redemption. Orion entered the command center just in time to see the moment unfold. "What's happening?" he asked, scanning the room for threats. "An alliance," Arya replied, her eyes bright with hope. "They're willing to help us rebuild Zyphoria." Orion nodded, his sensors detecting the shift in atmosphere. "That's a wise choice. Together, we can ensure that the Federation's influence is truly eradicated." The aftermath. With the commander's support, Arya and Orion began to work on a plan to unite the people of Zyphoria. They organized community meetings, inviting citizens from all walks of life to share their experiences and visions for the future. Slowly but surely, the remnants of the Federation's ideology began to fade, replaced by a sense of hope and collaboration. As they walked through the streets of Zyphoria, Arya felt a sense of fulfillment. "This is what we fought for, Orion. A chance for everyone to have a voice." Orion smiled, his mechanical features softening. "You've inspired them, Arya. Your strength and compassion are what the cosmos needs." A new mission. With Zyphoria on the path to recovery, Arya and Orion prepared to continue their journey across the cosmos. They knew that other planets still needed their help, and the fight against the remnants of the Federation was far from over. "Where to next?" Orion asked as they boarded the Starlight Voyager once more. Arya activated the ship's navigation system, her heart racing with anticipation. "Next, we head to Caldera. I've heard rumors of a hidden base where Federation loyalists are regrouping. We need to stop them before they can gain any more power." Orion nodded, his sensors whirring to life. "Let's make sure they know that the era of the Federation is over." As the ship soared into the stars, Arya felt a renewed sense of purpose. The cosmos was vast, and while challenges lay ahead, she was ready to face them head-on. With Orion by her side and the support of newfound allies, she was determined to ensure that peace would reign across the universe. A new dawn. As they traveled through the cosmos, Arya reflected on the journey that had brought her to this moment. The battles fought, the friendships forged, and the lives changed had all led her to become a beacon of hope. She was now known as one of the greatest warriors that the cosmos has seen, and she knew it. With each passing star, Arya knew that the fight for freedom and justice would continue, but she was ready. Together with Orion and their growing alliance, they would face whatever challenges awaited them, united in their quest to protect the cosmos and ensure that tyranny would never rise again.